Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Alex Builds. We've now got another part of our HMS hood build. Okay, so this one we're going to carry on with the funnel bases and get them all finished, get everything done and painted and put on the ship in this one. So yeah, let's just crack on, get the parts out that we need and carry on from where we left off. Okay, so starting off this video, what we're going to do is we are going to apply some of this Photoetch to this part here. Now, I've already gone ahead and put some on the windows down here, the sort of mesh down the side here. I've already done that, but we've still got the front side to do here and this side to do here. So this side you're going to want the Eduard Photoetch number 33. It's going to go down here, and the same with this side, but I've already done that side. In the centre here, the two in the centre is going to be 34, and then one either side is going to be 35. So that's what we're going to do in this video. We're going to get them on and then we're pretty much ready for painting. I've already cut off all the little pieces that I'm going to need. I'm going to apply all this to the decking once we've got it painted. So we'll get this done and then we're going to get everything painted and then that we've done so far, and then we're going to start installing it on the ship as well. So let's get the Photoetch cut off and start putting it on this part. Okay, so I've cut them off. These are my number 33s. That's the big 34 and they are the 35. So I'm going to put the 33s on first, which go exactly the same as this side here but on the opposite side. So it's just quite simple. You don't need to tidy this up or nothing. You just get your glue, stick it in the place where you want it, and stick down. So, all in there, make sure you get it all nice. Grab yourself some tweezers and start sticking. This first one I'm going to put just in here. That one in. So I'm just going to keep going until I've got all of these in. And there you are, that's that side done. So now it's just this front face here to do. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So the big central one, you're going to want two of these, one either side, and then the two little ones either side. So I'm going to put the two little ones in first. So get some in there. I like to make sure I get all the corners as well, because nothing worse than not putting glue in the corners as it starts to peel up. Let's drop this part down. That's that one. So let's do the opposite side. Bit too much glue in that I think, but we'll go with it. It'll dry. Again, lining it up with the ceiling and then lowering it down. There we are. That one I did get a bit of excess glue on there, but I'll clean that up once that's dry. So now we've just got to put these two window parts in here. So I'm going to go with this one first. Like that, when I'm spreading the glue, I'll start from the centre and spread out the way. So I find that easier to do. Enough. Right, let's get this one on. So let's drop this one down into there. Just like so. So one more to do in this little window gap part here. So now we can bring in its funnel part and we're going to stick that to the top. So because I'm going to paint these on together. So I'm going to use some Tamiya for this. I'm going to put it all the way around this edge. The more you put at the top and let it run round, because it's faster that way. Just like that. And you can take this part, lining up the little key notch with the little slot, lower that down onto there, just like so. I'm going to place that down. Now I'm going to leave that to dry, let the glue fully cure, and then we're going to paint this up in this video. So out of these parts that I did cut off earlier, it wants us to drastically alter this part here. Now they give us Photoetch to replace this square block at the bottom and this part at the top. So the only thing that would be keeping off this part would be the actual roof, and that's it. The top of the roof gets cut off and everything underneath gets cut off. But yeah, it doesn't actually add that much to it. Just adds this like a some windows around the sides, really. That's all it adds. Let me show you the actual Photoetch for it. So the Photoetch for it is on here. It's just there. You can make it out. It's just there. So I'm going to try and see if this is different in size. I'm going to cut this off. Could probably get away with just putting the Photoetch on there. So don't know if I'm going to do that or not. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm not going to cut that off. I think that would be too flimsy with that cut off. So I'm just going to alter this part. And if we bring back our glue, we can start by applying some glue around on here. And move this out of the way. I'm going to wrap this now. So let's line it up. That's most of it stuck down, so I'm just going to apply some bit more glue around here. And on the front here. I think it dried on me. Just going to hold that for a few seconds. And there we are. That's a sort of different alteration. It's sort of like a hybrid of the two. So I'm quite happy with that. But if you want to, you can file some of this down to make the gap go away. Or you can use some model filler. Doesn't really matter. But yeah, that's rather than cut all this off and do all this work. So if you want to do the top part, it would be this part of Photoetch just here. I'm not going to use that part of Photoetch. I think the part that's on there is just fine. So I'm going to use this as my little hut. So that's now ready to be painted. I believe everything else in here is ready to be painted. So it does want us to drastically alter this hut here at the front here. It wants us to completely cut this off and apply a new part onto there. So if we look on the instructions here, it's just a Photoetch part. So I am not going to do that. It's an awful lot of hassle to do that for something that's going to look very, very similar. The Eduard one doesn't really alter it much. So I don't see the point of doing that. This hut looks just fine the way it is. Right, so with that, all of these parts are now ready for painting as well. So I don't have to alter anything else in there. Because, let me show you what we're actually going to be moving on to. If I bring this in. So we're going to do this part. We're going to attach these two parts. We're going to put the funnels on as well. But if you come to these two pages, you can see we're going to apply all these. There's 4 G24s there, 2 B29s, a B47, this part here, and these parts here. So this one does need a G33 on it, so we're going to do that as well. And down here, we've also got all these parts here. I am going to paint all of these before we put them on. So I'm going to paint when I go to paint these parts, I will also put these all on a piece of tape or something and paint all these at the exact same time. So I'm going to go ahead and get all them bits of painting done now. So as you can see, I've got everything painted up. Let me show you these. So this is this part. Have a look at that. Isn't that cool? That is one of the funnel bases. We've got the ships all painted up on there. There's one. Maybe you can make that out on there. There's one. And the other one is the other side. We've also painted the inside of these sort of life rafts in there as well. So that's that one. We've got this funnel base here that we've painted, and we've painted these parts up as well, so all of these are painted ready to go on. Alright, so let's move these out of the way and bring over the ship and start putting these on the ship. Alright, so the first part we're going to put down is this funnel that we've made up here, and this is just going to get placed just under here. We need to watch this little part on the back end here. We'll drop that in, so that's going to slide in there, and that's going to eventually be glued down onto there. So we'll get that down just there, and the other funnel part goes right behind it just here. So that them two will be glued there, and they are the funnels on. Let me give you a little pan of that, because that is looking really good. I'm really happy with how these funnels and everything turned out. So I'm going to build up this structure part soon, and then once we've done this structure part here, then we can glue these funnel parts in place. Alright, so the parts we are going to be gluing are all the parts that we've got taped to this little box part here. So we'll just get these on. So I'm going to start putting these on. So I'm going to go all the way around here. This one goes down over here, and we can put that on there just like that. So that's going to sit just there. Next one we've got is this little round detail here, and we're going to drop this just down onto this circular part here, so we can get some of this to me on the bottom of that, and we can drop that down. What's the door end facing the bow of the ship, and have that there. Next to that goes this little part here, so that goes in this little hole just here, so we can drop that in. Just there. So just here and here, we're going to have a couple of little huts that are going to go there. So I'm just going to put them in. Let's get the first one on. There's the first one. One more directly opposite that one, so just here. Just drop this one up. Probably put a bit too much glue on that one, but I can tidy that up later. So right down here, smack bang in the centre of the ship, just here, is going to be a little hut that we put the photo etch on and didn't alter, that it wanted us to alter, but we ended up not doing it, and that's this one here. So we can drop that in. Just there. Just like so. So we can just put just here. This is going to be a little hut with a life raft on it, which is this one. So that's going to go just there, sit next to that building there, just like so. Just behind that, you might just make that out at the back there. There is another part down there, so we need to get another one down there. So this might go a little dark down here for a sec. In fact, we could remove this part. That might make it easier. But yeah, I'll just glue the struts down. It might make it easier actually. So I'm gonna, I am gonna glue these down. I shouldn't need these funnels parts to be removed, because I should build up the structure and then put it on at the end. slide this one into place. Right, so we'll leave that one there. Now let's do the center one as well. And then we can put them parts on. Let's lower this part down. There we are. Make sure it's fully seated in place. That's better. So now we can put these little parts on here. We've got one to go here. Just lower that one down. One just down the bottom, just in front of these two doors here. We're going to be putting two more. Let's get this one down first. That one. And just next to that, just here. Now, just in front of the funnel part, in between the funnels, there's going to be two more of them down there. So let's get them in. I'm going to go to the back end first. We can lower this one down. That one. And the opposite side. This is quite hard to get into without knocking anything. Try my hardest not to knock anything. There we are. Now right the way down here there is another one to go in here. You can't really see it, but I'm going to try anyway. I'm going to put the Tamiya actually on the part itself this time and maneuver it into position whilst on the tweezers. Might be easier. There we are, that's that one in place. There's one more of these to go just down here, so I'm going to get that on there now. The other one goes towards the stern of the ship on a structure that we haven't built yet, so we'll do that next time and get that in. Yeah, this is the last part of this step. So lower that down onto there, and that is how we do it, and that is it done for today. So let me do you a little pan and show you everything we've done. So from the bow of the ship coming down, it is looking really good. The detail on these models are excellent. So as you can see, we've got our funnels, a couple of boats, loads of ammunition lockers. Yeah, and we're starting to put this little structured parts on now. So yeah, I think next time we'll concentrate on the parts that go in these areas here, get them done, and then when they're done, we're pretty much concentrating on the superstructure that goes on top of here. So there you go, guys, that is all we're going to do today. And yeah, although it's probably going to be a shorter video today, it's starting to really make the top of the hood pop with all the little details we're putting on there. So if you want to get early access to these videos, I'll put a link on the side of the screen here to the Patreon page with all my videos got there. You get early access to every single one of my videos, so you can go along and watch them early. We do some live streams, you have some behind the scenes footage and posts and everything. You get to know a bit more about what's going on the channel. We can interact a bit more on there. So if you like this video, guys, please leave a like down below, and if you haven't already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you all next time. Take care, bye bye.